Welcome back to Whatever Happens. Update, we got the shop organized, garage all organized. Back to somewhat normal, still waiting on parts. I did, however, get the rear end gasket for this, which is over there, which is the wrong one. But that's okay. We got another one on order. Then we can get that rear end back together, and we're going to do, I've seen in the comments before on a different video that said, one of my subscribers said to pressure wash this with a fine tip and really get all the grime off of it before I paint it black. But we'll do that after we get this rear end covered up. And then in the meanwhile, we're waiting for this old baby. We got ourselves a 2006 Subaru Forester. Last tagged in, let's see here, 2018. 2018. But the interior looks awesome in here still. I mean, that's just a leaf, I think. Yeah, that's just a leaf. Super clean in here. I'm not sure in the miles. We haven't hooked up any power to it to see. It's got the huge sunroof in it. It is a Subaru Forester LL Bean Edition. She's pretty clean in here for been sitting since 2018. Last I knew information on it was the motor was locked up. So let's move this pop out of the way. Let's not set it with the chickens. Okay. Last I checked was overfilled and it locked. Yeah, I'd say that is overfilled. It's all the way up to here. And that's the fill, or the full dot. So we're going to, and looks like some mouse house has been, acorns and stuff has been built up. Here's the pile that I swept out of here that was under it in the plastic. There's a little plastic case underneath that had a bunch of stuff in it, which is just great. So I figured, oh, there's some stuff that I missed for sweeping up. So I did go ahead and loosen that up, obviously, but we are going to see how bad, or see how much is in there. Hopefully we don't make a big mess here. Hopefully there's no chunks in there. Oh gosh. Oh yeah, she's dark. Oh, she's dark. I don't see any chunks. But yeah, holy smokes. Let's move that over. Yeah, it's supposed to be 4.5 quarts of oil. This is 7 quarts, I think. If anyone knows what size oil pan that really is, drop it down in the comment section. But I don't think it's going to hold it all. We gotta find some rags to clean all that extra oil up. But boy, that was quite a bit. And who knows how much is left in the oil filter itself. So I'm gonna set you guys right here for a second. looking down at the engine here. That's not working at all, is it? Get a stand, you know, that works. I'll put you guys right here, real quick here. Find me an old t-shirt to wipe my hands off. That way I don't get the camera all whatever, oily. All right. Boy, she's probably a good inch from the top. Of all the years I've changed oil, I still don't know, or haven't even really looked or cared to see how big these bowls are. But if that's 4.5 quarts, and this is almost full, and it is a 7 quart, that's crazy. So, hopefully a rod didn't go through anything or whatnot. Hopefully it's just a bent piston rod. Change it out, start her back up, and good to go. But with how long it's been off the road, and we'll put this battery, whatever that is. Yeah, you can see how all the mouse house down there behind the belt, and that belt is rusted, or the pulleys are rusted. Definitely gonna have to do a good power washing on this. This is pretty bad. There's pine needles everywhere on this thing. And this thing sat out behind motor type. Oh, it's all in Japanese. EI253BPRHB. Whatever that is. It's a 4-cylinder, I think. Yeah, there's spark plugs here. 2 on this side, 2 on that side. I think that's the tranny filter right there. Where the oil filter is on this thing, I have no idea. I have not gotten a chance to get underneath it besides drop that bolt. Unless that filter was the oil filter. Unless it's on top. Unless it's on top here somewhere. If you guys know where the oil filter is for one of these, let me know. Is that the starter? I think that's the starter right there. Right there. So maybe that is the oil filter down back out there somewhere. Who knows? We'll have to do some research, or hopefully you guys can help me out in the comments here. She's still slowly dripping, but not much. About an inch from the top there. And yes, I did give this car the wiggle test for the jacks. Looks sketchier than it is, honestly. She doesn't move. But that's the first step there, is to get some oil drained out of there. And figure out what kind of oil it takes. Put it back in, get the new filter for it. And power wash it, and probably cover up this alternator and wash all this stuff out. Put some power back in it and see if she'll crank. And there'll probably be some knocking, who knows. But this should be a fun little daily driver to get back on the road again. And then once we get this thing out of here, we'll get this turned sideways and get it started to get worked on again, and possibly we'll get that Chevy Trailblazer in here and put a power steering hose on it and fix the coil pack on it. All it needs is a battery and it should fire up. However, thanks guys for sticking with me on this kind of weird video. I know all I did was pull a drain plug and check some oil out. It's kind of really at a standstill right now until I get the oil filter and all the oil and stuff to continue. Real time, I have already probably gotten the oil and all the stuff for this Forester, and have already cranked it over with some new power to it and stuff, and probably have already washed it. I'm a little ahead and just haven't posted videos as fast as I should be posting. But if you never start, you'll never finish. Thanks for sticking it out. Make sure to like, subscribe, and we will see you on the next one.